Today on Stupid Fast RC, in a wiring nightmare of biblical proportions, I am putting a soundboard and a smoker and lights onto my drift car. Now before I start, I'm going to go through a couple of different types of lights for cars. This is probably the simplest set of lights that you could get, and all we've got here is a blade that plugs into probably your receiver or straight into a battery pack, depending on how you want to wire this up. And this is going to give you a set of headlights and a set of tail lights. And I'll show you how to drill the holes in a sec. The next, probably most complicated set of lights is has got a little box like this that you would stick into the top of the car. Just ignore for a second the amount of wiring and neatness that we've got here, and just let's look at this section here. What we've got is a wire lead that would plug into your receiver, and this other lead here would then go off to, so say this was going into your steering, which will activate your blinkers. Then that would actually go off to your steering servo. There's another port here for the ESC, and similar sort of thing. You'll have a wire lead. It'll go from here, and you'll have another wire that goes off to your ESC. So this little unit here is then diverting power to your front and rear lights. So you'll typically have some headlights, some reversing lights, and then you'll have left and right indicators. This strip here we've got is an entirely different light, and this is powered off the balance port from a LiPo battery, and that just plugs straight into that, and this actually is what causes the blue light in this car. So that will look something like this, and you'll see that we end up with a blue light, and because of the way it's positioned, you'll end up with a bit of a blue glow below the car, similarly to what you would see in a street car if you put those lights underneath the car. Okay, so they're the two first kinds of lights. The next set of lights that I've got here is the Car Sound Light Simulated Sound System from G.T.POWER. Now, I got this because of the sound that comes with this as well. There's actually 40 groups of sounds. It's very cool. It works off your receiver, and let's have a quick look at that. Before we move on to that, LEDs basically come in two different sizes. They're 5mm and 3mm. I suggest that you find an old body, in this case my old HPI X Savage X chassis, and I've drilled a couple of holes here. That is a 6mm hole, and that's to take the 5mm lead. Now you'll get one of two kinds of fittings with your LED lights. You're either going to get this kind of stainless steel mounting, or a plastic one which just slots in. What I suggest you do, and that's why I got the old body, is to drill a hole first, and make sure you don't drill a hole that's too big, because once you've drilled the hole, you're kind of done. So if you've got an old body kicking around, or even a bit of plastic, drill the hole first, put the light mount in, and make sure it's not going to slide out. It's a nice tight fit, and then go from there. So don't over drill the holes. Now I'm not going to go through the full setup procedure with you, but this is a list of 57 different sounds that this simulator makes. The setup procedure is in the manual. Here's the little plastic mounts for the lights that actually come with this particular one. The stainless steel ones came with a different kit. Okay, so this is the unit here. This is the power in. That is the wiring off to the, they've called it a horn here, but it's the speaker. Wires along here for the different lights, and that's all in your wiring diagram. And there are your blades here, which come from your receiver, and then via a wire lead off to where they're supposed to go, like the steering, like the ESC, and these buttons here to program it. The programming instructions are in there. It's fairly straightforward, even though the English is a little bit off. It does work. Let's just have a go at this now and see how it looks and sounds, and I'll just walk you through how that works. Now, one interesting thing that I didn't realise until this actually happened to me, and then of course I read the instructions, because that's the way it works, right? You actually do get alarm from the speaker in low voltage, so you get an audible sound when your batteries go flat. Very interesting, very unusual, and actually pretty cool. So before, when I was actually running this video, it was alarming and I didn't know why, and of course that's because my battery on one of the cells had dropped below the 3 volt mark. Interesting. Okay.
Number 56. Number 57. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5.
Now we've also got hooked up to our siren, but I can change that to get a horn. There we go, try that. And there you have it. Okay, let's see how it all works on the track.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe and watch these crazy videos too. Stupid fast, awesome.